Good evening to one and all. A warm welcome to 16th International Conference on Science and Technology for National Development, the special occasion of National Science Day, Golden Jubilee of NEHU May 2022 to May 2023, International Conference Series, a series of 100 conferences, Originality and Creativity for Excellence, jointly organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell IQAC, Northeastern Yield University, NEHU Shillong Meghalaya, and Indian Society for Training and Development ISTD Shillong Chapter Meghalaya, in collaboration with the Department of Philosophy and IQAC Moran College, affiliated to Dibrugarh University MORANHAT, Assam, and Department of Philosophy, Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. A warm welcome to today's keynote speaker, my guru, collaborator, Professor P. Chinnai, Department of Philosophy, Sri Venkateswara University, Professor Prabhahan Sukla Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, NEHU Shillong, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sri Venkateswara University, Professor Raja Reddy Sir, Professor Mitalikova Ma'am, Principal Moran College, Dr. Rajan Prasad Bartukur Sir, IQAC Coordinator, Moran College, Professor Srutaswini Gogoi Madam, actually here in place of a conference workshop, I copied and pasted of a workshop. The last previous conference we have on a special guest, so that I want to take his image out. Professor B.S. Mipun Sir, Chairman ISTD Shillong Chapter, Professor S. Dikshit Sir, Director IQAC NEHU, and noble participants. On this special occasion, 28th February, the Raman Effect 1928. So, he received C.V. Raman Nobel Prize in the year 1930. He was born on 7th November 1888. So, on this special occasion, every year the government of India declares to celebrate on the Raman Effect Day, 28th February, as a National Science Day, to motivate students, teachers, and policymakers to give more attention for the role and responsibility of science, along with science technology also playing a major role. But in general, we are celebrating this one as a National Science Day only. We have two paper presenters, Dr. Vijay Bhaskar Sir, SVU Computer Center, along with Dr. Nagarajasri Madam. He is working there. When I was a student in 2004 and 5, MA student teacher, then PhD postdoc, MA philosophy. So I know him is a very nice person. And our own collaborator, Dr. Srutasni Gogoi Madam and Professor Chinnai Sir. The title of two papers, Role of Information and Communication Technology in Nation Building, Vijay Bhaskar Sir and myself, and our collaborator, Science and Technology for National Development. Yes, I'm from, even though Andhra Pradesh, but my work culture, work place is a NEHU, Meghalaya. Here, 85% of students, they're always taking art stream instead of science stream. Just I attended so many meetings today before coming to this program. So we are motivating the students at a school level to take more science streams at UG and PG, PhD level, science related topics. Slowly, among the northeastern states, Manipur, they are giving more attention to science when compared with any other northeastern states. At the same time, in Andhra Pradesh also we have near Sri Venkateswara University, we have Science Center. Within NEHU also we have Science Center. There are a number of things. Science is a key for development. Along with science, technology is also playing a major role. So myself, along with our participants, eagerly waiting to listen from Professor Chinnai Sir on what topic Sir is going to present a keynote address, to deliver his address. Really, every moment I'm enthusiastically waiting along with our participants. With this, a warm welcome to one and all. Once again, happy National Science Day. Now we start our program with Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujala Sufala Malaya Shitala वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी पुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम्।
Thank you. I'm requesting Professor P. Chennai sir to deliver keynote address. Over to you, sir.
Respectable coordinator, Dr. Amaresh sir, who is the organizer for the program and who is doing very well to organize this programs very nicely, and all the participants of the program. In the world, we have science and religion. So here, a true human being is one who has scientific mind with a religious spirit. So what do you mean by science? Science is a factual investigation. It is a searching. We don't find any prejudice, bias, inclination, anything. It is a clear seeing. Just like a functioning of a pure mirror. A mirror reflects exactly what they are. If you keep anything in front of the mirror, it reflects exactly without any bias. So here in the scientific investigation relating with the human being life, matter and everything, we find facts and truths. So here science has created extraordinary development in the world. So technology, so the application of scientific principles are nothing but technology. At a modern time, we have a technology, computers, robots. So this all mobile, all even flights, ships, many developments, many devices, many software things. They are nothing but a result of application of scientific principles for practical sense. So science has created extraordinary development for medicine, for space, for human life, for transportation, for enjoyment, for comforts and everything it has created. But we need at the same time a scientific mind with a religious spirit. So here we have in the nature darkness and night, daytime and nighttime, hotness and coldness, life and death, earth and sky, goodness and badness. So here for the right purpose, for integrated life, we need a peace, we need happiness. So here we need a religious mind. What do you mean by religious mind? Religious mind does not belong to any caste, nation, cult, ideology or anything. It is a free mind. It is a fresh mind. This is an innocent mind. If you have a scientific mind, if you have a connection of religious mind, you may operate many things in the world with exact manner. At the same time, you may live with the pleasant manner, with the nature, human beings, birds, animals, everything. So we need integrated outlook for scientific development with the religious spirit. If you neglect the religious spirit, the purity of the mind, we may contribute our science and technology for creating wars, destruction, disorders, killing, murdering, liquidating all evils in the world. So we need intelligence, we need awareness, we need intellect. in the operation of science. If you use very carefully science, then only we will live in the comfortable manner. Why many wars are happening in the world? Because of technology. So because of technology, we have created atom bombs, hydrogen bombs. We can kill human beings with a one blow, with millions of people. That is nothing but a result of scientific principles in the form of technology. So bomb is a technology. That's why if you want to preserve the nature, the human existence, we have to take more care while using science and technology. Otherwise, we may not live in the world. That's why, so intelligence, religious mind are very essential in the operation of science and technology. So here in the world, we have developed with the highest manner science and technology, but human beings are not happy. They are creating wars. Here in the world, we find unemployment, malnutrition, poverty, injustice, many evils. Why? We have no religious mind, means pure mind. If you have a pure mind, you may say entire world is a one family. All human beings are one family members. So here nature also, our brothers and sisters houses. So here all animals, birds, nature, everything. So here this is a earth family, universe family. So here we are living together, all living creatures and human being. For that we need religious mind. Religious mind means fresh mind, innocent mind. So for that we need integrated education. So we need a scientific outlook. So today I am going to share something about one great philosopher, scientist. So his name is C.V. Raman. So Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman. So he born in Tamil Nadu, Tiruchinappalli. So here 7th November 1888. He died in 21st November 1970. So so he studied in Calcutta. He has done job. So he visited many places in the Europe. So he has a great acquaintance with a great scientists. So he said many great things about the human being life and everything, but he studied well. So in the year 1921, he got journeys in the Europe. While he was traveling, he has observed why the blue color is there in the Mediterranean Sea. So he read about the discovery of Ray Lane, scientist. He said about the discovery of blueness of the sky. So here C.V. Raman discovered Raman effect. So he got knighthood, third degree in 1929. So he got Nobel Prize in 1930. Raman effect. So what do you mean by Raman effect? So if you observe the earth, in the earth we have 75% of the water. In the sea area we find in the earth. If you observe anybody from any planet or a moon or any sky, we may see the blueness. So he discovered why the blueness is there in the sky, in the why the blue color is appearing in the sea. So if sun rays comes from sky, it may enter in the sea, it may reflect from sea to space. We see that reflection, the reflection of scattering of light coming from the sea received from the sun rays. So we find because of that scattering the light is a blue color. So this is a discovery. This is a Raman effect. So prior that before Raman effect, one ray effect also there. So one person, one scientist, Rayleigh, said about why sky is a blue. So the sun rays are coming to Earth and they are reflecting to space with the effect of gases. Because of that, the sky is blue. But here Raman effect is so scattering of light from sun rays to sea, reflecting sun rays from sea to space. So reflecting from ocean to space. So in that reflection, we find, if you see the sea, there we find a blue color. That is called blue. That is called Raman effect. So blue color of the sea because of sun rays scattering. That is discovered by C.V. Raman. At the age of nearly 42, 43 years age, he got a Nobel Prize in 1930. So in 1954, he got a Bharata Ratna. So in 1941, sometime he entered in the Navy also. So he said many things about the human being life. He said, what is the important point of India? India should avoid the defeat spirit. So we are living in the sun, under the sun. We have to try to keep a good place under the sun with a favorable place. We are living in the earth. We have to create a respectable, desirable place in the earth. We have to live here with a respectable manner. So at present, during his period, he said, so I have discovered the Raman effect, the scattering of light from sun rays from sea to space, coloring blue color in the sea. That is a discovery. So why I have done this? I have observed, I have tasted poverty. I have observed the lack of laboratory facilities. So he has done his research in the Calcutta. So he said, so India has a great, he said about the women also. If women entered in the scientific field, they may get more discoveries. They may invent, they may discover many things, because he said, woman has a great devotional feeling, great concentration on the heart. If they enter very deeply in the field of science, they may discover many things in the nature. That's why if women of India will come in the future, they may discover many things. So he said, we have to develop victory spirit. So don't be an inferior, don't be a superior. Have a dedication. So he said about the scientific, what should be the scientist outlook? He said, the fundamental science should not be on the effect of industry or the forces of the government or a military or any forces. So the external forces should be free from all things for relating with the scientist. So that's why he said, I didn't expect any money from the government. So I need more freedom from the government, from military, for industry, for all types of people. I want to spend very nicely. I want to discover very pleasantly. That's why if you give more freedom to the scientists, they may discover. If you give more stress to them, they may do something, they may discover something. So more freedom is most important, freedom for their mind. So we need more intuition to discover many things. That's why he's telling, always you should be courageous. Inspiration. So a scientist should be based on determination, independent mind. He said, he has great philosophy about life. So treat me right and you will see the light. Treat me wrong and you will be gone. So if you treat nicely, I may give something to you. Ask the right questions and the nature will open the door to her secrets. So if you have an inquiry mind, so he's telling, questioning, investigation are most important to know many discoveries in the nature, in the scientific field, in any field. Questioning is the most important thing. So he said, if you observe your failures may be a stepping stones for your success. He said, I am the master of my failure. If I never fail, how will I ever learn? So learning comes when you experience failure. So here about the human relations, he's telling, we do not have control over who comes into our lives, but we can surely learn from the lessons taught by circumstances. So we may have relations with the people, ideas. So it is a mysterious. Some people may give good experiences, some people may give bad experiences, but you may learn something on the basis of your own experiences with people. That is a mysterious one. So here is telling, people coming into our lives will be good or bad. It is who will decide what to learn from such instances. So people may come, good people, bad people, but we may discriminate. We may observe who is the right person, who is the wrong person, what type of things we have to learn. So here C.V. Raman said about it was a poverty and the poor laboratories that gave me the determination to do the very best I could. So he has experienced various types of problems in the society. Because of that, he got. So he said about the success. Success can come to you by courageous devotion to the task lying in front of you. So you need the courageous devotion means a concentration. So if you have a more concentration relating with your affair, your target, you may get more success. So here he's telling the true wealth of the effect named after him. So here, the Nobel Committee has dissolved. So constitution of the matter. So here in the matter we find atoms, neutrons, and protons. So various types of chemicals, many things. So we have to study very carefully the nature. So here the whole edifice of modern physics is built up on the fundamental hypothesis on the atomic or molecular constitution of the matter. So here spirit is a consciousness. Here matter is a nature. It is a prakriti. Here we find chemicals, atoms, protons, various types of things. We have to go very deeply. So energy which is there in the nature. So we have to understand very carefully. So he is telling the history of science often find that the study of some natural phenomena has been starting point in the development of a new branch of knowledge. So here C.V. Raman is telling what is the duty of India at present. He said, I think what is needed in India today is the destruction of that defeatist spirit. So here he is telling, if you have a mind, I can say, you can say. So don't have an inferior feeling. Don't have a negative feeling. Don't have a defeat. So he is telling, you are living under the sun. You are living on the earth. Live with dignity. Live with great glory. Don't underestimate your energy. If you underestimate your energy, you will become very lower level person. Understand your energy, exactly what it is. Develop your energy. Be victorious. Then you will success many things. If you have a negative and defeatist mentality, then there is a problem. We need a spirit of victory, a spirit that will carry us to our right place under the sun, a spirit which will recognize the as inheritance of the civilization are entitled to a right place in the planet. So we are living in the earth. Try for a good place. So give respect for your life. I feel it is unnatural and immortal to try to teach science to children in a foreign language. They will know perhaps, but they will miss the. So he has a great respect in the mother tongue. He is telling, you have to teach science in the mother tongue. If you teach mother tongue in the early stage, if you miss a mother tongue in the early stage, in the teaching of science, they may know some facts, but they won't feel the joyfulness of the language and feeling. So he said, mother tongue is the most important. We have to teach our all subjects in the mother tongue in the early stage. So that is the most important for a joyful experience of scientific developments and scientific thrill. So here he said we must teach science in the mother tongue. Otherwise, science will become a highbrow activity. It will be a activity in which all people can participate. So if you are not teaching in the mother tongue science, so many people won't learn, many people won't understand. That's why he's telling, science is a fusion of man's aesthetic outlook. So here you should be very careful. So here he's telling, here he is telling about the research scholar and the guide, student and guide, or a teacher and guide, a research guide in the science, in the research scholar in the science. He is telling, it is generally believed that it is the student who derive benefit of working under the guidance of a professor. In reality, the professor benefits equally by the association with the gifted student working under him. So here, some people may say he is a great scientist and we are doing research under guidance and the student is benefiting. But C.V. Raman is telling both the professor and the scientist, a scholar, both are getting. If a gifted student is there, we may get. So here also our Amaresh sir as fixing many great people, is coining program designs very carefully. So sometimes our Amareswar efforts, we are knowing many great people, great concepts. On the basis of knowing that, we are able to talk many things. That's why here the student and teacher are equal. They are not inferior and superior. If they have psychological disparities, egoistic outlook, then we find a superiority, inferiority. If they have no egoistic outlook, if you have their clear understanding, the guide for a research scholar in the science, and the student and teacher and the student, professor and the student, so they may have harmonious relation. So he is telling that here observation of the ocean is the most, to an observer situated on the moon or one of the planets, the most notable feature on the surface of our globe would be doubt be the large areas covered by the oceanic water. So here, if you observe the ocean from sky, from moon or a planet, and this appear blue color because of sun rays are scattering directly, going without any elastic. So they are not moving, they are not scattering, they are going directly, not expanding the sun rays. So they are going with a transparent way to the ocean. Again, they are coming from the ocean water to space. In that reflection, if you see ocean, we find through our eyes blue color. So that is the observation, that is the discovery of here C.V. Raman, and he is telling about many things about the life. So here keep experimenting one every single related. So experiment is the most important thing in the life. So you have to go very nicely. So he is telling about the matter. All the matter in the universe is composed of the atoms are more than 100 different chemical elements which are found both in the pure form and combined in the Purusha is a have a full freedom for your life. So respect your nature, respect all human beings, live with a simple manner, live your life with a love and a scientific outlook. If you miss love in the science, that may be harmful. So here in the world, we are living with a togetherness. So science is the most important. Application of science principles is a technology. We have developed a very highest manner. So here in our country, great scientist, philosopher, C.V. Raman born, and he developed anything. He has given great glory to our country. He's a ever memorable person. His philosophy is a very extreme. So he's telling. So here we are living in the nature and the universe. So many people will come. We have a different experience in the life. We have to learn positively, negatively, all experience in the nature, in the human existence. Learn something good, do hard work, have a dedication, live pleasant manner, do something for the world, and give happiness for the world. I concluded this speech, Amresh sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful keynote address. Now over to the participant to interact with the Professor Chinnaya, sir. Anyone else? Pavan sir, you can start. Emma madam is also there, please.
Very good evening, Professor Chinay sir and Amar sir.
Good evening. Welcome, Hema garu. Share
Best
something, ask something.
Yes, sir. Very best wishes to all the participants, including you both, on the day of science. Happy Science Day, sir. Because of the
Yes.
development of science, we are in this world living happily. The latest developments in the field of medicine, in the field of technology, in the field of internet, as well as satellites, all these things, these have helped us a lot in the development of human beings. From the past, when we compare our lives, there is a drastic change upon the science, which could be happen only due to the development of the science. We are now speaking, we are now talking to each other on this online platform because of the satellites which are working there, as well as the development of science and technology, sir. So I wish to congratulate all the people in the world, internationally, globally, who are attending this webinar. A very happy Science Day wishes to all of them, sir. Thank you so much for enlightening us with Raman effect and the other interesting aspects of science, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
So very good. So your statements, your expression are very good. But here we are organizing National Science Day in India on the remembrance of the birthday of Sir Chandrasekhara Venkateswara. And he born in the Tamil Nadu near Tiruchinapalli, and he studied in Calcutta. At the age of nearly 42, 43 years age, he got Nobel Prize in 1930. He got knighthood, sir degree in 1929, and in 1954 he got Bharata Ratna. So he said, experiment everything, know everything. So avoid defeating mind. We have a victory. But one unique point in C.V. Raman's philosophy is, you need not only scientific mind, you need purity of the mind, love, affection. So you may discover many things. You may develop many things. You may get more happinesses, comforts, and everything. But if you have no intelligence, if you have no love, if you have no understanding, you may use all technologies and scientific principles for human destruction. That's why wherever you go in the darkness, you have to go with light. In the same manner, whenever you are operating any scientific technology, you have to go with the wisdom and intelligence. If you miss intelligence in the operating scientific things, then there is a danger. So, for example, in the medicine. So, medicine, they have found in the many discoveries in the Ayurveda, homeopathy, allopathy, many medicines. But if the doctors have no love, consideration for human family, they may operate with unwanted operations. They may, if they want to treat human beings are one, they may expect more money. So if people have more bombs, if they treat human beings or one family, they want to kill through the bombs. Otherwise, they may treat differently. That's why in the medicine or engineering and the family or wherever you are in the total life, love should be there, intelligence should be there, oneness of feeling is there, heart connection is there for science. Otherwise, we have developed many great things in the science, technology, transportation, everything. But are we happy in the world? We are seeing wars, we are seeing suicides, we are seeing murders, we are seeing killings, we are seeing poverty, unemployment, destruction, corruption, violence, many things. These are nothing but the misbehavior of the human existence. Lack of love, lack of awareness, lack of concern for human family is responsible for evils of the society. So here C.V. Raman is telling, mix your scientific outlook with love and affection, then your life will be very pleasant. Thank you, Hemagaru, for your nice statements.
Yes, sir. Very well explained, sir. So I too feel very happy to be a part of this encouraging science in this world, sir. Because we actually speaking, I would like to say one point, because At the time of Corona also, our Indians were very, very safe because of the vaccination which was provided by our Honorable Prime Minister of India. Because we have sent the vaccines to all the, even the developed countries. Though India is not a developed country as they say, but we should not say, we should not allow that word at all. India is a developed country. That is the reason we could send vaccines to all the other countries, and we could send the people at the time of earthquake recently that has occurred. We have sent a lot of people to help them there. They felt very happy. They have praised our Prime Minister. They have praised our NDRF people that they have helped during the earthquake so much. So I feel very proud to be a citizen of India, as well as I am also a science postgraduate in MSc Zoology, sir. I feel very proud of being a science graduate too, sir. Thank you so much, Amar sir. And sir.
Very nice. In this connection, I share something for your. So, in the Corona period, we Indians, our government helped for many countries, just like a sending a Sanjeevani. So, the Brazil president said, so to Indian Prime Minister, you have sent just like a Sanjeevani to our country to save our people.
Yes, sir.
It is a ever memorable. It is a great honor for our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. So he received congratulations and greetings from Brazil President during the Corona period. So you have sent so hundreds of Sanjeevani material to our people to save. Just here for. He mentioned about the Ramayana episode also. So it is true. But here, yesterday we have talked about one important aspect relating with Zoroastrianism and Zoroastrian.
Yes, sir.
So here we have to connect the great philosophy of Zoroastrian here relating with the science. So here, this is a positive aspect. But here in the some areas, some countries, they have spread some viruses to kill people. That is a evil mind. Some areas, some hospitals, some people have acquired more money in the name of Corona. So some areas, some people have created scarcity of the air, oxygen. They created problem. They created scarcity. They got so here. In this connection, we have to remember the great expression yesterday we have shared, but the Zoroastrian, founder of Zoroastrianism, he founded in Iran in before Christ 500 and 600 years. He said one point: if you want to live with a happy manner, with the science and technology, with everything, you have to follow two aspects. One is, we have in the world two ways. One is a evil way, another is a good way. What is say? If you follow with the evil way, with the science, you are going to contribute destruction. What do you mean by evil way? So here, evil way means bad thoughts, bad words, bad actions. If you are having negative thoughts, negative words, and negative deeds, that is a evil way. So good way, that is a good thought, love, affection, good words, pleasant, happy expression. So good actions, doing good things for helper. So here, if you use good way for science and technology, we may be happy in the world. If you use our evil mind based on bad thought, bad word, bad action, automatically our total scientific development, it may be a very pleasant in the medicine, in the law or technology or anything. If you use evil mind, automatically you may get more destruction. That's why the Zoroastrian also tell, C.V. Raman also telling, our great seers also telling, wherever you are, be wise, while you are talking, while you are thinking, while you are doing, while you are operating your scientific development, use wisdom, use your inner light, then you may have pleasant life. That's why we need great need of great wisdom for using. So here we have a internet, we have a technology. So what is the, how people are sending very negative messages, cyber crimes, how people are morphing photos, how people are using the technology for negative things. So if we have a negative mind, whenever we are, whatever the thing we are doing, we may operate negatively. If we have a good mind, a good way in our life, automatically we may use science. That's why we have a scientific development. It is useful for our life. At the same time, we need wisdom way also for using right purpose science. Otherwise, our science may create so many problems to us. That's why integrated outlook, science with wisdom, science with love are most important for our happy life. Amresh sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Wonderful. Pavan sir. Samsad Dalis.
Hello, namaste, sir.
Please, sir, please.
Namaste,
You are
Pavan
a
Kumar.
science graduate. Please continue, sir. Pavan.
Namaste, sir. Happy
Namaste.
National Science Day. Happy National Science Day, sir.
Okay, thank
sir.
you. Same to you.
Okay, sir. Our science and technology, our science and technology, history, ancient history, and 1950 below, and now, what of the changes, sir? Our Indians no born in nowadays. Our India, no scientist born in nowadays. Olden 1950 below, so many scientists born. That what are the main causes and tell
See,
me, sir.
so C.V. Raman contributed Raman effect for the world. What is the Raman effect? So he has discovered one aspect for entire world. See, most of the 3/4 of the earth we have a sea. So he said, he discovered while he was traveling to Europe, he found why the blue color is there in the ocean. So he said, he experimented. So sun rays are coming to the ocean, and the same sun rays scattering to ocean, they are coming back to the water, the sea water, to the space. While we are seeing that reflective rays from the ocean, we see the blue color in the sea. That is a Raman effect. So here you said about India or anything. So many things are there in the world, not only because we are talking about world. So here many developments are there in India. So Ayurveda, homeopathy, many things are there. Many zero also discovered by India. So in the mathematics, many even the earth is evolving around the sun is also discovered in the maybe 1500 years back. Many things are there. These are scientific developments are there, but here we need more wisdom and awareness. So many scientific developments are there. You see, here internet is there, robots are there, space technology is there, many things are there. But at the same time, people are exploiting the scientific development. People are using the scientific development to kill people, to harm people, to deceive people, to destroy people, to murder people, so to harm people. What is the use of science if you use with the negative purposes? So if you have, so here C.V. Raman and the great philosophers of science is telling, have a wisdom, use science with a proper sense, then only you will live. We have a great history, many things, not only India, many things. So in the East, in the Eastern countries, they discovered this science, inner science, that is a soul, consciousness. what is thought, what is soul, what is the inner beauty, what is inner silence. So the mystics have discovered inner science that is relating with mind. The Western people have discovered external science. So steam engines, inventions, discoveries, many things. So the East, West, North and South, the entire world have discovered many things they are using, but here we need more wisdom. Amresh sir.
Thank you, sir. Wonderful answer. Any other?
Sir,
Anyone
nowadays,
else?
sir, nowadays, our Indian no scientist born, sir.
So
Science and
you have to
technology, our
ask,
Indians no scientists.
you have to ask a straight question with a okay ask Pawan Kumar, ask straightly.
Yes, sir. Nowadays, science and technology, our Indian, what position, sir? Oh, no new inventions, no notions of scientists.
So you see, there is no air for separate for India. So we have a 194 sovereign countries. Probably we have oceans. We have many things. So here we have 5 elements in the nature. One is the earth. So the earth is meant for all human beings of the world. We have 94 countries, and we may have more countries. That is a different. They are political countries, but actually we are human beings. Here air is there. So this air is not for one particular country. We have a temperature. We need more temperature for our body. It is not for one country. We have a water. This water is not for one country. This is for earth. We have earth, space, everything. That's why so here all are applicable for all people. So that's why we can't discriminate. We want to divide science to one particular country. You see, one global village concept. So internet, it is a connected. So satellite connection, many advances are there. So there is a cosmic connection, total unity connection. Communications are very high level development. But at the same time, we need inner light, inner wisdom, inner awareness, inner love. Then only our life will be very pleasant. Otherwise, if you use with a unilateral manner only science, we may destroy, we may kill, we may create a calamity in the world. That's why not only for India, for the entire world, we need integrated outlook for human life and the science. Amresh sir.
Wonderful, sir.
Amresh.
Wonderful. So finally, yes, sir. Finally, I can. Sir, if you see, even not only the scientific and technological, even if you observe the movies also, especially the Tamil Nadu and the Vangabhumi, West Bengal, these people are more creative. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Swami Vivekananda, Subhash Chandra Bose. So in the Tamil Nadu also we have Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, C.V. Raman. So what is the reason behind is there any cultural impact or educational impact?
So actually, we know some history only. We don't know many aspects. But through the awareness of many people have born who got enlightenment. Some people are well known for society. Some people are not well known. So some people lived with this, born with a simple sense. They realized without saying anything, their enlightenment, they disappear in the nature. That's why in the world, in the different parts of the world, on the occasion of different challenges, different problems, they have occurred. If you go very deeply, we find great enlightened person throughout the world in the east or west and everything. So here in the some occasions, so for example, if many recently we observed corona, in this connection, our Indian scientists, doctors and many people have invented, created a vaccine against counter to the Corona. So in some dangerous situations, for example, Subhash Chandra Bose, for imperial government, he said, freedom is right. You give me blood, I will give you freedom. So if you start asking with a free manner, they won't give. We have to enter with violence. Freedom is a right. So we have to enter from other countries to conquer our India. We have to create our energy. That is a different situation. So here you see, you said about Tamil Nadu. Here, relating with Raman Maharshi, he got a great meditation. So he got enlightenment. He said, I am the soul, I am the consciousness. If you know about yourself, you know everything. So through meditation, he observed the body, mind, and everything. So your Thiruvalvar, so maybe 2000 years back, many, it may be before Christ, he said many valuable things. Wisdom is a light. If you do any bad thing, you may experience the bad things. Many things are there. Even in Andhra Pradesh, in the Tamil Nadu, so here Maharashtra, so great mystics are there. So here almost we know some history, we don't know some history. Some people have lived and realized and disappeared. Some people are there. But on the basis of occasions and situations, many people come to the history. They may become very notable persons. It is there. But anyway, wherever they are human beings. They are our family members. They are our humanity. We may share because the air is there. Now we are breathing here. Now we are seeing here breathe. It may go to Europe or America, anything. So it is moving throughout the universe, throughout the earth. In the same manner, if you know the great teachings of anybody from any state or any countries, just like a breeze, we may receive because they are all our family persons. So this is our heredity. This is our greatness. Samreswar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Any other? Finally, another 3 minutes. Anyone else? Okay, I think no.
Amaresh sir, Manavalan, Professor Manavalan sir.
Yes,
is
sir.
available
Yes, sir.
on the.
Yes, sir. He is always available, sir. Yes, yes.
So,
Professor Manavalan, sir. Yeah, I allowed, please. Professor Manavalan, sir. You can speak, sir. I unmuted. Professor Manavalan, sir. Okay, anyone else?
Hello, sir.
Pawan Kumar.
Sir. Okay, finally, Pawan, sir. Okay.
Sir, our physiology. Okay, sir.
Huh?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Our physiology and CV Raman effect way, our CV Raman effect way, CV Raman reflection effect way, that new reforms, sir, new reforms of education and socio-economic status. These two things is changes. Then everyone is scientist, sir, our India. Our India, everyone is scientists. These two reforms I want, sir, immediately.
What reforms?
Everything, our physiology condition, everything is limited here, sir, limited. That universe law.
Physiology condition means, see, physiology, anatomy, the subjects of the. So here,
heart functioning,
you see,
heart functioning, breath functioning,
physiology.
and
so in the human body, we have two subjects. It is a medical subject. Normally, we have anatomy. This is the structure of the human body. We may study the bones and the skeleton of the human body. We study in the anatomy. We study the physiology, the functions of the body. Here in the functions of the body, we have a respiratory system. We have a blood circulation system, urination system. System, mind system, central nervous system. We have various types of systems in the body. So here, so it is relating with skeleton and the body. In the physiology system means you are telling about the body development. For that, C.V. Raman is telling, so use science and technology, use right way, avoid, prevent the negative aspects, have a courage, develop many things. produce more wealth, give wealth to all people, live comfortable manner. To help human beings, you have to use science. Don't use science for destruction of the people. So for a body, use science for your body for healthy purpose. So he's telling for a body mind, use science for good body and good mind. Don't use science for creating diseases for body. For example, if any person has invented one virus and spreading, that is a evil mind. That is also result of science. So we may use science for positive things and negative things. The science and technology developments are there in the world in a sufficient manner, but at present we need only wisdom, love, awareness, good mind. Otherwise, if you use our science with the evil mind, with the evil words, evil thoughts, and evil actions, and evil approach, automatically this is a very harmful thing for our. That's why. So the science is very useful for physical health and mental health. So C.V. Raman also said, use science with the integrated person, integrated approach. Amresh sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So with your permission, may I go for presentation?
Okay, Amresh sir, please move.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good evening to Professor Chennai sir and Nobel participants. Wish you a very happy National Science Day. Because of some urgent work, being a head of the computer center, is in charge at one of the colleges. Dr. Vijay Bhaskar sir is not able to attend. So I'm presenting on behalf of him his joint paper. Role of information and communication technology, we can say it is ICT in national development, outline of the presentation, introduction, objective of the study, and conclusion. The objective of this to explain the role of information and communication technology in national development. Rightly pointed out by Professor Chennai sir, my guru, collaborator, and keynote speaker. C.V. Raman, in full form, Sri Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, born 7th November 1888, Tiruchirappalli. We are calling India is a Tiruchirappalli now. India, died November 21st, 1970, Bangalore. So he likes very much IISc Bangalore. So now you can see it's the only science institution, completely Indian Institute of Science. We have IIM and IITs, but IISc is the one. Indian physicist whose work was influential in the growth of science in India because of this Raman effect. On 28th February 1928, but award Nobel Prize 1930. Sir C.V. Raman won the Physics Departmental Honors Award at the University of Madras when he was just 16 years old. So in my Telugu language, we have one proverb saying, "Puvu pattagane parimalistundi." You can see the fragrance of flower at the beginning time itself. In the same way, Sir C.V. Raman showed his merit since childhood. The Nobel Prize winner C.V. Raman, Indian scientist biography. Instead of telling, I told the yesterday program, word gives single meaning, image gives 1,000 meanings, video gives million meanings. Always better to learn. Our main purpose of the programs, sharing knowledge and trying to enhance your capabilities with the support of Professor Chennai sir and Dr. Srutasini madam. This is over to you.
Hi, welcome to Desi Motivation. First of all, thank you guys for your support and love. This is our new initiative to know more about our leaders. C.V. Raman, the inventor, the explorer, the scientist. Sir Chandrasekhara, first Indian to win the Nobel Prize for Physics. So, who is this C.V. Raman? How did he achieve all the things? And what is the story behind him? In this video, we will find out. Sir Chandrasekhara Venkataraman was born on November 7, 1888, in the city of Tiruchirappalli, Madras. Raman's father was Chandrasekhar Ramanathan Iyer and his mother was Parvati Ammal. His father, initially a school teacher and became a lecturer in mathematics and physics in Visakhapatnam. He displayed a brilliant mind even as a child and passed his matriculation examination when he was just 11. In 1903, aged just 14, Raman set off for great city of Madras, now known as Chennai, to live in a hostel and begin a bachelor's degree at Presidency College. He topped the exam and won a gold medal. 3 years later, he earned his MA degree in 1907. He was deeply interested in science. He appeared for the financial services examination at the insistence of his father. He topped the examination and went to Kolkata in 1907 to join the Indian Finance Department as an Assistant Accountant General. Still, his heart was in scientific research and he began conducting research at the Indian Association of Cultivation of Science during his free time. His job was very hectic, yet he was so dedicated towards science that he often spent nights at research. In 1917, he got the opportunity to join the University of Calcutta as the first Pallied Professor of Physics. Raman happily resigned from his government post to take up this position, though the new job paid much less than the previous one. Such was his dedication to science. During the late 1920s, he experimented on the scattering of light by observing the behavior of monochromatic light, which penetrated transparent materials and fell on spectrograph. This led to the discovery of what come to be known as Raman effect, which is presented at a meeting of scientists in 1928. He won the 1930s Nobel Prize in Physics for his work on the scattering of light and for the discovery of the Raman effect, becoming the first Indian to win Nobel Prize in Science. He was honored with the Bharat Ratna, India's first civilian award in 1954 in recognition of his invaluable contribution to the field of science. He was married on 6 May 1907 to Lokasundari Ammal. They had two sons, Chandrasekhara and Radhakrishnan. Raman was very deeply interested in musical instruments such as veena, violin and tabla. A few days before his 83rd birthday, Raman suffered a mild heart attack, but there was a quick recovery. He never dreamed of life without work. He had told his doctor, "I wish to live 100% active and fruitful life." Raman, a seeker of truth throughout his life, passed away on 21st of November 1970. So that's the story of the great C.V. Raman. Thanks.
So this is about C.V. Raman. Information nowadays everywhere. We are always listening the buzzwords ICT. Information and communication technology. Myself, I'm delivering a number of lectures here and there on this topic. My scholars, already one of scholar from Manipur, she awarded an ICT and teacher education in Manipur regarding her practical experimentation. Is the extensional term for information and communication technology, ICT. Here C stands for communication. We have telephone lines, wireless signals and computers, as well as necessary enterprise software. Here in NEHU, we have supercomputer, computer center, so many things at national and international level. You can see the growth of information and communication technology. Already India introduced a 5G network. Sir, n number of changes. What is those changes? I would like to show you through videos what type of development. Now 2023, already we entered. 2 months also going to finish today. What about science or technology in the year 2100? But because of COVID, I think this may be happen within 2050 itself. No need to wait for up to 2100 because of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and n number of things you can see.
The world is moving at an incredible pace. Today, our phones are more powerful than the computers that landed the first humans on the moon, and we can travel across the world in mere hours. But what does the future hold? What will the world look like in 80 years? In today's video, we will explore how the world could look by 2100. Before we continue, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Tech World. And so, without further ado, from brain chips and driverless cars to nuclear fusion and Mars landings, here are a few things to expect by 2100. Number 7. Quantum computing. The 2000s may have provided humanity with pocket-sized computers that can get tasks done in minutes, but in the future, they will look like Stone Age antiques. By 2100, a new generation of quantum computers will take their place. And no, quantum computers aren't just faster and better computers, they're a different kind of device entirely. While regular computers can only process information in either of two states, zeros and ones, quantum computers, on the other hand, allow subatomic particles to exist in more than one state at the same time. They can exist as 0, 1, or both at the same time. In turn, quantum computers can process huge amounts of information as much as 100 million times faster than regular computers. Because of the enormous processing speed, quantum computers have a number of staggering practical applications. Not only would we be able to process data and run practical applications like cybersecurity and traffic control at incredible speed, but we'll also be able to solve century-long computation problems and predict future events like weather and disasters before they happen. The age of quantum computing is coming, and we might not even have to wait until 2100. In 2019, IBM unveiled the world's first quantum computer, and while it's the first of its kind, sooner or later, the company says others will make their debut too. Number 6. Neuralink. Another futuristic technology we won't have to wait a century for involves having our brains fully integrated with our devices. In the future, you will play games with your mind, download languages straight to your brain, or move objects with your thoughts. Founded by Elon Musk in 2016, Neuralink is using brain-machine interface technology to link our brains to computers. The technology is not by any means new. Earlier versions have helped patients recover from strokes and given amputees the ability to touch again. What makes Neuralink different, however, is its potential affordability and mass production appeal. By 2100, the average person would no longer have any use for TVs and phones. We can stream TV shows and play music directly from our brains. The company is already entering the final stages of development, but before chasing these futuristic goals, the startup is focusing on its major goal, which is ending human suffering. Neuralink will rewire brain circuits to heal physical disabilities like paralysis, as well as neurological disorders such as depression, insomnia, and Alzheimer's. Number 5. Nuclear fusion. Having a green and sustainable source of energy has always been a big deal for us humans. On one hand, we have to produce enough energy to serve the rising population, while on the other hand, we have to reduce environmental pollution by decreasing greenhouse gas emissions. We haven't yet been able to come up with a renewable source of energy to fully replace all the old ones. That's where nuclear fusion comes in. In simple terms, nuclear fusion happens when two or more atoms collide at high speeds and fuse to form a new atom. It's the same process that occurs inside the sun. This process is the direct opposite of the process of nuclear fission, which, by the way, is what we use in our nuclear power plants. that involves a single atom splitting apart. Nuclear fusion shows promise of potentially offering an inexhaustible supply of zero-carbon energy for decades. Fusion is also, for the most part, one of the cleanest ways of generating power and can produce 4 times more energy than fission. Also, it doesn't cause any radioactive waste, which brings us to the question, if nuclear fusion is so efficient, why do we still use nuclear fission? The truth is that controlling a fusion reaction has proven to be a nightmare. The process generates so much heat that operating a nuclear fusion plant requires more power than it generates. Still, for years, nations around the world have envisioned a future where nuclear fusion could be the main source of power generation for the whole world. By 2021, this vision could become a reality with the ITER project, a collaborative project between 35 nations, including the UK, US, Russia, and China. When the project is completed, it will create 500 megawatts of power through nuclear fusion, which means that by 2100, we may no longer have to rely on exhaustible radioactive power supplies. Number 4. Autonomous transportation. Imagine getting into your car, punching in a location, and taking a nap while it drives you to your destination. A few years ago, that would only be possible in movies, but by the year 2100, fully self-driving cars will not only be an abstract concept, they will grace our highways. A lot of companies have already kicked off their autonomous car projects. Back in 2016, Google started a self-driving taxi project called Waymo, while Tesla took a dip in the autonomous driving market with features like autopilot and convoy mode. By 2100, driverless cars could be as common as regular cars are today. In 80 years' time, we might be able to travel between destinations in mere minutes through underground tunnels. One company that's already working to that effect is the Boring Company. Another Elon Musk project, the company is already building underground tunnels that shuttle passengers between destinations within minutes. When the project is completed, it will drastically reduce traffic time and the pressure of getting from one place to another. And if that's not impressive enough, you can always stay home and have an unmanned drone deliver your groceries right to your doorstep. Amazon and UPS are already testing out a few of their drone prototypes, which are due to make their entry sometime in the near future. Number 3. Space travel. The 1950s were a fascinating time. The war had just ended and a new battle had begun, the space race. It inspired an era of unprecedented technological growth that ended in humanity's triumphant landing on the moon. Fast forward to 2021, and another space race has begun. This time though, instead of superpower nations battling for orbital dominance, private companies are competing to make space travel more accessible and affordable. One of the private companies leading the new age space race is SpaceX. The brainchild of billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk yet again, SpaceX specializes in building reusable rockets in a bid to reduce space costs. But that's only half of the story. In collaboration with NASA, the SpaceX program is not only trying to make it possible to tour Earth's orbit, but it's also planning to send humans to Mars, potentially setting up colonies on the Red Planet. Although Operation Colonize Mars is still in its infancy, 80 years seems like enough time to get things in order. By 2100, it won't be a matter of if we get there, but how many people live on the Red Planet. But what's a space project without moon exploration? After a long hiatus, NASA is again setting its sights on Earth's nearest neighbor with a plan to build a space station on it within the next decade. But not before we get to see the first woman of color land on the lunar surface. The United States government, through the Artemis program, is working on returning humans to the moon by 2024. So by 2100, we will most likely have a new moon landing, a lunar base, and a Mars base. Number 2. Hyperloop. Speaking of travel, another innovative invention that could be commonplace by 2100 is Elon Musk's Hyperloop project. A new form of super-speed ground-level transportation, the Hyperloop has been pegged as the transportation system of the future. And for good reason. The system could see passengers traveling at over 1,200 kilometers an hour, which is much faster than common air travel. Cheaper, less polluting, and much faster, the Hyperloop is built for the future. But that doesn't mean that we can't enjoy it in the present. In November 2020, Virgin Hyperloop conducted the first human trial of their proposed Hyperloop project. The ride only lasted 15 seconds and it didn't break any speed records. Still, the test set the tone for the future of Hyperloop technology. By 2030, humans will travel by Hyperloop around the world at sonic speed, and who knows, we might even visit other stars. According to SpaceX's Hyperloop team, by 2100, Hyperloop will be operating outside of Earth, transporting passengers to other colonies in space. Number 1. Artificial intelligence. No list of future technology would be complete without including this one. From smartphones to chatbots, artificial intelligence has taken the world by storm and has made its way into becoming a big part of our daily lives. And it's not stopping there. Thanks to the success of existing AI frameworks, the momentum is building, and a lot more AI projects like voice recognition and AI grocery stores are making their way into our daily lives. Still, perhaps the most impressive project would involve AI robots that can replicate human behavior. By 2100, AI robots will do everything from cleaning to office administration and hospital lab assistance. They will talk to patients, check conditions, and recommend treatment plans. It's only right, of course, that the biggest tech company in the world is involved in the most ambitious technology of the future. In 2014, Google came up with their installment of futuristic human-like AI with their DeepMind program. The program is already being used in healthcare to diagnose and predict health problems. But in a few more years, it will be able to replicate almost all aspects of human behavior. If the technology scales through, by 2100, we could hold conversations and work side by side with robots. What do you think the world will look like in 2100? Which technology do you think will make it to the future? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Tech World. Thank you.
We can see what type of future we are going to see, maybe at early. So this is because of science and technology, especially the technology. So this is a sustainable development goals, 17 goals identified by under UNESCO and United Nations. Here, no poverty, UNDPR, United Nations Development Program, zero hunger. But actually this 9th goal is industry, innovation and infrastructure will become under the science and technology. You can see here ICT, notebooks, laptops, notebooks, Wi-Fi, internet, plates, and number of things. Now the Norway already at international level, the UKG kids, they're using omelets and even laptops, even touch screens. So see, LKG, UKG students. Now, if you ask at a PG level also, our students, they don't have laptop, but they are developed countries, many other countries. Now it is a time to change. So I'm paying per month 1,200 rupees already. I told you have broadband connection. Every teacher, it is must. It is not only helpful for you, for entire family. Even you can live programs. So no need to again DTH direct to home or some other things. Multi-talks we can. So ICT here for e-learning, because whatever program we are organizing, our main intention is learning, teaching, learning, research and extension. Here e-meetings virtual. Now we are connected through e-media only. So good governance. Now Honorable Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi ji, what Professor Chennai sir and Emma Madam told, technological advancements strengthening human rights. This one also is a bonding concept nowadays. Rights, what is happening in Ukraine and Russia, what is happening in Myanmar because of the army government, and what is happening in Afghanistan, you are aware. Agriculture and medicinal here development and enhancement, supply chain development and strengthen, instant communication and feedback. Nowadays, maximum. Sometimes I say, just to change the mindset of the participants, a wife can live without husband, husband can live without wife, but no one can live without mobile. How this much relationship and human life becoming easy because of this. So what is happening? This you can see the science and technology in India, because ICT development in India, there are n number of what Pawan sir is telling. No scientists, no, that is not right way. You can see, sir, there are n number of scientists are coming up. Globally also, they are showing their talent. Role of ICT in development.
My name is Jonathan Haskell. I'm a professor of economics at Imperial College, which is part of the University of London. We've been working with Ericsson over the last couple of years. We've been exchanging data, and we've been using Ericsson's insights into how it is that mobile networks and communications equipment are rolled out increasingly across different industries. We've studied, as part of our project with Ericsson, the link between communications equipment and economic growth. And we find that a 10% increase in mobile broadband equipment leads to about a 2% increase in economic growth.
So the study that we do show that mobile broadband has a large impact on economic growth that is closely related to productivity. Productivity is also very much related to sustainability, because with increased productivity, we will be able to reduce extreme poverty in the world at a very rapid rate.
We think this is important from a policy and sustainability perspective because, of course, developing countries desperately need some economic growth. There are many ways in which they could do this. There's many suggestions that people have made around improved infrastructure, improved trade. Those are often very, very hard to do. Whereas installing broadband networks may bring, according to our numbers, quite an increase in growth and welfare to those populations.
I think this is of great interest for Ericsson's customers because they are interested to show that what they actually provide has a huge economic impact.
When we look at the effects of mobile broadband, what we're looking at is specifically whether the broadband communication in different countries is taking place over mobile networks or not. And we think that's kind of interesting because that's a frontier method which many industries are adopting, for example, on cars, for example, in remote locations, to use the mobile network to transmit this data rather than the fixed network.
The ICT revolution has been going on for a while, but it's kind of stepping up with more and more data being sent over the network. It's definitely going to have a huge impact on the economic, social, and even, I think, on the environment, that we're able to use this data to increase productivity and optimize our life as much as possible.
Very nice. So myself and Dr. Sridevi Madam at Computer Center, SV University, I presented on paper role of ICT in poverty eradication and the Institute RGNIYD. Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Youth Development is in Sri Perambadur, Tamil Nadu. There are a number of articles I published, and I even published books also on role of ICT in national development. Now I'm moving to the science and technology for national development. This is myself and Dr. Suthasini Madam Chennai sir. The outline, as usual, introduction, objectives. Actually, two objectives I have whenever. So objectives of this study and the conclusion. National Science Day. Already I wished to describe the role of science and technology in national development, to find out the importance of science and technology for national development. I don't want to take more time because we have another 20 to 25 minutes only. India and innovation. What is going on in India? This is maybe answer to Pawan sir. Many things are happening. You can see India is a role now, G20 leadership, and many innovation, Mangalyaan, maximum science and technological students that were winning prizes at international, even many other competition also.
Were you one of those who found it difficult to stay awake during science lessons. I would be lying if I said I did not. Is there something wrong with you and me? I don't think so. But I think there's something really wrong with the way we learn science in India. The same India which was home to physicist C.V. Raman, Sir Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman. He was born in Tamil Nadu's Tiruchirappalli in 1888. His father was a math and physics lecturer. That's how Raman became interested in physics. He studied at Madras Presidency College, began his research in the fields of optics and acoustics. After earning a bachelor's and master's degree, Raman became an accountant in the finance department of the Government of India. This was in the year 1907. While the job kept him busy, Raman took out time to continue experimental research. In 1917, he became professor of physics at Calcutta University. 11 years later, he discovered what is known as Raman scattering. In layman's terms, it means when light passes through a transparent material, some of the deflected light changes its wavelength. This discovery changed our lives, from the way brain biopsies are conducted to the detection of explosive devices. The Raman scattering is a result of what is called a Raman effect. The discovery won C.V. Raman the Nobel Prize in Physics in the year 1930. He was the first Asian to win a Nobel in the sciences, also the first non-white person to win a Nobel in physics. C.V. Raman made this Nobel-winning discovery on the 28th of February, 1928. Today is the 28th of February, 2021. It's been 93 years. Has India kept up with C.V. Raman's legacy, or have we forgotten innovation? India and innovation is our focus on this episode of Gravitas Plus. Hello and welcome. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay. It is the National Science Day in India, a day dedicated to celebrating C.V. Raman, celebrating science, its importance in our lives. As India cheers its glorious past, the country cannot forget its grim reality. Today's India focuses more on rote learning than research. 1, we do not have an environment for innovation. 2, we do not have enough researchers. And 3, there aren't enough resources for research. Let's talk about environment first. Today, Indian students are running a rat race. A child is formally
already I showed this video in the previous years, and Professor Chennai sir also rightly pointed out, always better to think about the positivity. Maybe this video prepared 2 years back. The science for a self-reliant India, discovering India with science and technology.
Science and technology hold the key to the progress and development of any nation. As India is celebrating 75 years of its independence, its journey through the realms of science and technology to achieve self-reliance must also be celebrated. During these 75 years, India has proved its scientific prowess in many arenas such as space, defense, healthcare, and agriculture by becoming the first country to reach Mars in its first attempt with Mangalyaan. To have indigenous design and development capacity for advanced warfare and defense systems. Recently, when the COVID pandemic swept the world off its feet, India stood up by indigenously developing not just 1, but 2 vaccines and inoculated over 75% of its population within 1 year. India has seen it all over the years, but one event which truly changed the face of Indian science and technology and gave the Indian scientists a major push and confidence to pursue science and national interest was Dr. C.V. Raman's Nobel Prize victory in the year 1930. Dr. Raman became the first Indian scientist to have won the Nobel Prize in Physics for his work on the scattering light and discovery of Raman effect on the 28th of February 1928. What made this achievement even more special was that Dr. Raman had completed his entire education and research work in India itself. To mark the discovery of his famous phenomenon and to invoke scientific temperament in students, National Science Day is celebrated on the 28th of February every year. Dr. C.V. Raman's legacy of India and indigenization was taken forward with the establishment of organizations like Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, Department of Atomic Energy, and the Department of Science and Technology, DST. So, in this episode, we will take a look at India's journey from a fledgling and impoverished nation at the time of independence to become one of the largest economies of the world, with effective indigenization of science and technology to be truly Atmanirbhar. This and much more only on India Science.
Right. So this is the role of science and technology in national development. Every moment is changing, new innovations. You can see how the science and technology playing a major role in national development. Right. So, what is the main purpose of science and development, science and technology for development? Vasudaika Kutumbakam. So, our India always wish for global development. Here, global science for global well-being. So, whatever we are doing from within India for all peace, all development.
It would not be wrong to call Sir Chandrasekhar Venkataraman, who made significant contributions to the development of Indian science, a global Indian scientist. The discoveries made by this great scientist have guided the entire world. One of these discoveries is related to the Raman effect. Nobel laureate Sir C.V. Raman demonstrated this discovery of his on February 28, 1928. To commemorate his achievement, National Science Day is celebrated every year on February 28th by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Recently, Union Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, unveiled the theme for the upcoming National Science Day 2023. This year's National Science Day has been given the theme Global Science for Global Well-Being. On this occasion, Professor A.K. Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, and Dr. S. Chandrasekhar, Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, along with other dignitaries from science-related departments, were also present. Speaking on the occasion, the Union Minister said the theme perfectly matches the occasion of India taking over the presidency of the G20 and reflects the country's emerging global role and acceptance.
India has already assumed a global visibility and a global role and a global relevance for the rest of the countries of the world. And therefore, we thought an appropriate theme for India and for the Science Day to be observed by India in the year 2023 would be Global Science for Global Well-Being. India today is a part of a global world. The challenges are global, the priorities are global, the concerns are global, the benchmarks are global, and the redressal and the addressal of all these issues is also going to be global collaboration.
Challenges like the COVID pandemic have once again proven that such global challenges can be faced only with global cooperation. Today, it is important that every country works towards its goals, keeping in view the global situation. India, which is rich in knowledge and talent, is taking the lead in this approach. Our country is involved as a major partner in global scientific projects. National Science Day activities will be organized with the aim of strengthening our position globally.
It's so nice to see that this Raman effect, which was really a curiosity-driven science at that time, because Sir Raman was intrigued by this thought that there should be a counterpart of Compton effect, if those who are in science would know, that is the scattering of electrons. So he said there should be a parallel to the scattering of light, like scattering of electrons. And right from 1922, he was pursuing this. So it's not like a 1 day or 2 day discovery that it was made. It was 6 years of very hard work.
On National Science Day, various activities are organized by DIST in scientific institutions, laboratories, and educational institutions across the country. This helps spread scientific awareness and inspire students, youth, researchers, and innovators.
Ministry of Science and Technology always announces theme for the event well in advance, about 6 to 8 weeks in advance, so that all the schools, colleges, institutes could mobilize and start celebrating this theme and all the events will culminate on February 28th with a mega lecture in Delhi. Generally, we do this event at Vigyan Bhavan.
While the research and development work being done by the country's leading scientific institutions is continuously taking us towards ease of living, people have also started recognizing the importance of the social sciences. Programs like National Science Day take this awareness about science a few steps further.
Thank you. These are all myself and Dr. Srutusni Madam's model. Every time I'm sharing for the newly joined participants. Over to Professor Chennai sir for his concluding remarks. Then we'll go for vote of thanks and the feedback form will be shared after national anthem. Over to Professor Chennai sir.
Congratulations, Amresh sir, for your nice talk, and it has gone very nicely.
Thank you, sir.
So,
thank you very much, sir.
Very good. Very good.
So
Very
may
nice
go
expression.
for, thank you, sir. May go for vote of thanks, sir.
Okay, please move, Amresh sir.
I'm grateful to Professor Chennai sir, my guru, collaborator, keynote addressee, for wonderful keynote address on the occasion of National Science Day. Not only philosophy, sociology, or political science, geography, sir can teach science also through his keynote address. Really, I surprised being a science graduate, and even I joined MSc Mathematics also, sir. Maths, physics, chemistry, my +2 and degree level. But the way you explained about Raman effect, wonderful. Thank you very much for your scientific philosophy is mother of all sciences. So you proved it. It is true. Thank you very much for your very nice observation and encouraging our participants towards scientific and motivating them and enhance their scientific attitude. We are grateful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Prabhasankar Shukla sir, for his continuous support, Professor Raja Reddy sir, Dr. Nagarajasri Madam, Dr. Vijay Bhaskar sir, for uploading our flyers on SVU website, Professor Mitali Kaur ma'am, Dr. Rajendra Prasad Bartukur sir. Today, actually, I would like to share Dr. Rajendra Prasad Bartukur sir is last day in his service superannuation. I think already ma'am Srutaswani Gugoi took charge of IQAC coordinator. So congratulations to madam and sir for his remaining alive for health and long life. Thank you, sir, for your continuous support. And Dr. Srutaswani madam for her continuous support. Professor Vipun sir, ISTD chairman, and Professor Dikshit sir, a person behind for all these programs, and noble participants, Dr. Maybe Pawan sir and Emma madam and other participants for your valuable presence. Once again, happy National Science Day. Now, national anthem, immediately I share on feedback form, you will get your certificate.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind, thank you. Please, YouTube viewers and Cisco Webex participants, submit your feedback form. After submission, please check your mail whether you got or not. Some of participants, they texted regarding their FDP certificates already. I shared the feedback form with all of you. Those who are submitted, almost I sent, it may be delivered to your email address. If you are not getting, please let me know and you can submit. If you are not getting even feedback form also, you can send mail. I am going to share immediately. So YouTube viewers, please, those who attended here, Sujit Kumar Patra ji and Avnish Sharma ji, Hitendra Kumar Sharma ji, please.